Hi everyone and welcome to my place. I have had numerous requests from people out there all over the world saying to me, Esther, what do you do if you don't have, like, you're too busy or you just didn't get round to getting the flowers to decorate the table and you've just got candles and, you know, is there any other kind of container that you can use, a vegetable or a fruit or something that you could turn into some kind of an arrangement? Well, it just so happens there are lots of things, and I just fell into these artichokes the other day. Now, I do like eating these, but let me just tell you, it's a lot of work to eat one of these. But if you have got them in the garden and you have surplus to requirement and you're looking for a nice, interesting, I call them talking table centers, these things like these artichokes are fantastic. Right, the first thing you've got to do is to remove the stalk. Little tip, the serrated knife versus the smooth surface knife. This, with cutting these off, is not a good idea because these can ignite with the friction because it's got little, like those little hair follicles in the inside of them. So be very careful. But this here I found was the best approach. So take your knife and cut that smoothly across there and just test it to make sure that it is nice and flat. The next thing to do is to go up to the top and just saw that top, that peaky bit at the top of. Isn't that just beautiful? I just love how nature produces such gorgeous, interesting colorways. Fabulous. This will be actually good for fall or any type of table arrangement. And if you were having an outdoorsy wedding and you wanted something that was really quick and easy to make and didn't cost much, these were great because these here, I think I bought them for about $1 each. Right, from there, the next thing to do is, with scissors, you need to get into here, and what I did was I just went around and just pulled out as much of that the heart. I think they call it the heart. Just get rid of that heart if you can, and you'll see that the little fibre bits are in there. I tried all sorts of ways to try and get that out, but discovered that this was by far the easiest way, because even trying to pull them out was quite difficult. But once that's all been cut away, they should just all fall away. Now you need to make a hole big enough to put a tea light in. And if you're thinking, oh my goodness, would you be doing that, Esther? Is that sort of safe? Well, let me tell you, it is very safe because in the inside it's quite wet, and we all know the rules. Don't leave a candle burning unattended. We know this rule, safety first at all times. And it's no use having a lovely party, having a few drinks and going to bed and, like leaving the candles going. Now, you just know not to do that. Okay, I've got these beautiful green tea, I think the fragrance is. Oh, beautiful. And as long as that little hole there is big enough, that should just poke into there quite nicely, get in there. I need to actually take a bit more out of there, but that will do for now. Right, with these here, I'll put those into there. And the other thing with these is they dry off to be quite beautiful. Oh, that needs to be a bit more taken out of that, but never mind, that'll do for now. And you could possibly even take them out of that little wee casing, but I like to leave that in there. In fact, I'm going to do this properly. So just bear with me for a few minutes while I cut that out, and I'll be back to show. There it is, I got it out. See that, how it's got that wee fibrey thing in there? Oh, not nice. Put that into there. Are you going to fit in there now? Yes. Perfect. Right, how to display them. Sometimes what I like to do when I've got people coming over for dinner and as I said, I haven't had time to get the flowers and I want something visually interesting, like even just getting a chopping board and getting some grape leaves. You could just have the grapes running along a chopping board like so. And the other thing I like to do with these grapes, the grape leaf, is I press them between, like the telephone book or something like that, so that they're like flat like paper. So I'll just put that to there, and I'll put one more on here just because I can. Put that onto there like that, and then these can just sit on that, along there like that, and there you have a really lovely table display. Or the other thing that you could do is, if you don't have one of those, I love these pieces of birch, that's the birch sort of coasters. They've always been a favourite of mine. Even that and running along the table could look really attractive. Or the other thing that I like to do sometimes is, get rid of that, is just getting the grape and then just running that around there, like so, making a nice little mound, as I'm doing here, and putting some fresh leaves onto it. And if I've got fresh grapes, I'll use those as well. Putting that there, another leaf here. You could actually make this into a wreath, but I think I'm overdoing wreaths now because I've done so many. I've got some nice grape here. You could even intersperse some artificial grapes into there just to build a bit of texture if you wanted to. And then it's just a matter of just pushing these into the centre. And the general rule of thumb that I have is if it's a round table, have round flowers. If it's an elongated table, have elongated flowers. And then if you had fresh grapes, you could just pile those up and around, and then it becomes an edible eating dish. Hope you've enjoyed that, and I'll see you another day.